Welcome. This is our MRS22 Spring 2021 Quadratic Quiz Review for part 1 for question 1. Make sure that you take a good look, follow the steps to see the forms we're looking to solve the type of question for your quiz. Number 1 says answer the quadratic equation using the quadratic formula. Solution must be in simplest radical form. So one of the things we want to do is to make sure we have the quadratic formula written down for us. Before we do that, though, we need to find our A, B, and C values. So here's A, B, and C. These are the values of the quadratic expression when we have, in this case, ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. And so our A value, the number multiplying x squared is 1. The number multiplying x is -3. Make sure you have that sign. And the number multiplying what just number by itself, in this case, is the constant, -9. Our quadratic formula is going to be x equals -b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And so now all we're doing is plugging into the formula. So I put the parentheses here for each one of these letters that we're going to be plugging in here. I do this so that in this case, I want to make sure I get the right sign in there, and I would encourage you to do that as well too. So we have our b value, which is -3. So here's -3. A common error students make is they think that because it's -b and b is already negative, that I don't need to add the extra negative. That would be a mistake. So here's -3 again, because that's b squared. A value is 1, so 1 here and 1 here. And c value is -9, okay? And now we combine. So we're going to get, in this case, x is equal to, well, -3 is +3, plus or minus the square root. So we combine now the values of -3 squared minus 4 times 1 times -9. Well, -3 squared is going to be 9. +9 in this case. Maybe I'll just use a different color here so not to confuse things. And so I have minus 4 times 1 times -9 is -36, which means the number under the radical will be, well, square root in this case will be 45. Of course, 2 times 1 is 2. Now, if we leave things like this, we're not getting full credit because it's not simplest radical form. We have to simplify here. And so square root of 45 can be written as the product of 2 square roots, right? And the first one will be the largest perfect square that divides evenly into 45. And that would be 9. Now, if you forget what numbers are perfect squares, what you want to do is make a list of them at the top of the paper so that you can figure out, okay, which of these perfect squares divides evenly. And so 9 divides evenly, leaving us with 45 or with a 5. So 9 into 45 is 5. And then we simplify in this case the 9 to get 3. So we get 3 square root of 5. So here we're going to replace the square root of 45 with 3 square root of 45. So our answer is going to be x equals 3 plus or minus 3 times the square root of 45 over 2. And this is totally good. Do I need to separate them as 2 answers? This is fine. You could, if you want to, write 3 plus 3 square root of 45 over 2, and x equals 3 minus 3 square root of 45, 3 minus 3 times square root of 45 over 2. You could, but in the process of doing that, you might make an error. So I risk that. Okay? All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of our first video for our MRS22 Spring 2021 Quadratic Quiz number 1. And so I hope that was helpful. If you found it helpful, give it a like. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're not done so already. Leave any comments in the comment section below. All right? And if you want some more content like this, please let me know. All right? I'll look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Take care. Be safe.